Arguably America's only good exports. These are the adventures of a young movie reviewer. His mission when behind the camera, to talk about these films, give witty banter, and boldly go where no reviewer's ever gone before, in that he knows he's going to get sued because of this one day. Cue title scene. Let's clear this up now. I'm not really a big Star Trek fan. My dad is, my granddad is. It just never had that appeal to me. I've always been a Star Wars and a Doctor Who fan. But I will say this, watching this movie, I like this movie. I'm not, obviously a lot of times you'll make goal with these franchise movies is you'll invest further into the franchise. I won't. Why? Because this movie and its 2009 predecessor do an excellent job of making you feel like you're getting the full Star Trek experience. And boy did this film do that. I know I'm repeating myself, but it is only logical to repeat oneself when they are pumped and excited and have way too much Mountain Dew in their system. Basically, this film, it's a sequel to the 2009. The whole 4-year thing, I know that bothered people that it took so long to get the sequel. I think it helped. It really felt like time had passed. Obviously, the actors look a bit older, and it really just made you feel like there has been adventures going on. Like a lot of times in sequels, when they come out really quickly, it's kind of hard to believe that anything's happened. Like I know one of my biggest problems with Iron Man 2 was really just buying the film, because in theory that meant all of the things happened only 6 months afterwards, and it makes the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe a little confusing timing-wise. But they don't try to pull any punches in this movie. The thing is that they know very well that this film happens 4 years prior to when it happens because of their own fault, but they take it to their advantage. I really loved the way Spock and Kirk had their relationship. I was a little disappointed. I kind of felt like after a while everyone else was just sort of there because they have to be there. Like Kirk's got this beautiful, hot, blonde woman in the movie. She doesn't need to be there. She's there because she's Star Trek lore. Is she overly important? Not really. Again, if I was more attached to this lore, maybe I'd think differently. But I don't. But the thing is that for what she's there, she's good. Because the thing is, what really steals this movie is the one, the only, Benedict Cumberbatch, a.k.a. Sherlock Holmes, a.k.a. No spoilers from me. Because you can talk about way too much without spoilers. The 3D was pointless. I'm done with 3D. We're all tired of 3D. And again, J.J. Abrams is one of my favorite directors. I'm always got my ball in his court, and this film's no different. It was exciting. It was action. It was adventure. You know, you got to see space. The trailer really, I thought, was what was going to hurt this movie. That first trailer, you don't really see anything. You hear Benedict Cumberbatch talk a lot. But the thing is that even in the film, I don't think it does him justice. He's a very layered character. According to the trailer, you'd think he's just another garden variety generic nutcase. But here, when you see the actual film, you really get a feeling of an in-depth, very layered character, very well done, and Cumberbatch kills it. This film, it belongs to him. Now, I'm not discrediting. Everyone does a good job for what they have to do. But the thing is, he goes beyond and makes the role better. Does this film kind of go against some of the continual errors I know about in Star Trek? Kind of. But the thing is that all of it just makes itself up in how exciting and adventurous the film is. This movie basically took what was a series that's kind of dated and combined it with what's good about the modern day and what was great then and just melded it all up in this perfect mess, but it's a great mess. A mess in a movie is never a bad thing if it's a working mess, and this mess works perfectly. Will it beat out Iron Man 3? Check again for box office talk. But for what this film is, it will do great. Star Trek fans are happy. Regular people are happy. IMAX workers are probably going to be really tired. So that was a great, adventurous, fun time. If you go see it, you don't even have to see the first one. These characters are just so in-depth. Everybody's heard of Captain Kirk. Everyone's heard of Mr. Spock. Everyone's heard of Lieutenant Uhura, or at least the, Kiss. But the thing is that they basically had to reinvent the wheel with these characters, and it works perfectly. You don't have to be a Star Trek lore fan to like this film. You can just go, you can like it. Obviously, I assume being a Star Trek fan helps you understand it, because you can tell, you know when there are nods to older Star Trek things in there. You know when it happens and you respect it, and you kind of get it, but you might fall flat, and I'm okay with that. It works for what it is. It's got everything. It's got those signature J.J. Abrams. I'm going to give this movie a solid 9 out of 10 on the science fiction scale. For just being epically adventurous, exciting, great, good. You know, my only gripe being the actors got kind of useless, but they were so just involved in the story for the most part. This film works. Go see it. And who knows, if they do a third film, maybe they'll bring, you know, some characters back. Maybe they won't. Maybe we can get Patrick Stewart to play Picard. I think I just got the idea for the best movie ever. X-Men teaming up with Star Trek. That'll never work. I know. I miss you, Patrick Stewart.